Everyone, and welcome to a night combo shorter video. Hubby's not going to be in this one. That's why I'm talking a little quieter, because he has went to bed because he has to get up for work in the morning. But I just want to say real quick, and this comes from both hubby and I, we truly, truly appreciate all of our subscribers. Thank you so very much to all of you. Thank you so much to all the subscribers that have been with us from the very beginning all the way to now. And all of our new subscribers, welcome. We truly hope you enjoy our videos and our content and that y'all continue to. And we truly appreciate having you be a part of our family and channel here on YouTube. But just a real quick, thank you so much to all of you. Thank you so very much. And if you're not already, please make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos, and we would greatly appreciate it. I wanted to show y'all this because I showed y'all a video yesterday about the ratings on Gypsy's book and her influence. Y'all can go back and watch that video. It's pretty good, I think, in my opinion anyway. Y'all should go back and watch that one if y'all haven't seen it already. But Gypsy Rose Blanchard has taken to social media to defend her book, y'all, and to put out a PSA that is a little bit too late. Okay, the book's already out. So many people have read it. It's all over social media, everything. And now you're deciding to put this announcement out. And again, girly pop, it's a little bit too late. Okay, so I'm going to go over this for those of you who can't see it. I'll read it real quick, and then we'll look at some of the comments, and y'all can see some of the comments as well. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time going over them, but y'all will see them, and some of them she's defending her book. Before I read y'all that post that Gyp made, let's look at this. She made this post here. Gypsy Rose Blanchard memoir, My Time to Stand, is a #1 bestseller following release. Okay, and she's got wrote at the bottom, you can't really see it, but she has wrote at the bottom, Variety Magazine, #1 bestseller, at Ben Bella Books, at RB Media, at melissa.g.moore, which we know that's the Happy Face Unaliver's daughter, the serial unaliver, the Happy Face Unaliver, yeah. His daughter helped her write this book along with another woman. Anyway, y'all take a look at this. Okay, so under this post, there's a lot of comments. Well, not a lot, but there's 70 comments. They keep getting deleted, so there's only 70 comments. But it's a lot of people saying congrats. Can't wait for my book to come. Please, no more Book of Lies. Congratulations. Woohoo, you go, girl. Congratulations. Congrats. I'm so happy for you. All congrats. That type of thing over and over again. And then someone says, bestseller Book of Lies. And someone replied, 100. And then someone said, yeah, anyone who knows how this works isn't falling for it. Any book can be #1 if it's in a niche category. This book has been proven that most of it is lies. That's what the next person was trying to say. Most of it is lies. But yeah, it has been proven that most of it is lies. What we have gone over the first 4 chapters so far anyway. And someone said #1 in the fiction category. Someone said taken off the shelves in my city as well. I'm so sick of seeing her name everywhere. And then someone replied, stop posting comments like this and maybe you won't have her on your FYP. You're literally a fan according to TikTok algorithm, or block her and others who talk about her. Easy. And Gyp hearted that comment and then replied with claps, y'all. Okay, so she's trying to clap back and say that her book is a #1 bestseller, which if it was a actual book that was for, AB USC survivors of SADV of any kind, then that would be fine if it truly was the truth and it really was a light at the end of the tunnel, but it's not. It's literally people everywhere are calling it a soft porno. or soft corn book, okay? Because of all the schmecks in it that she talks about about her mom's schmeck's life, hers, Dip Gyp's schmeck's life, all of that. Someone commented number one on her bookshelf only. In what timeline, someone said, and then someone said not at UK it isn't, not in the UK it isn't. And then someone replied with, it isn't anywhere. It is a small subcategory on the only platform you can get her book for free. And there's some more comments. And then someone up here at the top says, on Amazon, but not on New York best-selling list. But a win is a win, I guess. And Gyp hearts that and then replies with, the New York Times bestseller list is the equivalent to the Oscars for movies. We are just blessed to be ranked number one in a category. Heart, staying humble and kind. So you can absolutely tell that her PR team is controlling what she says and all of that. But in this next post I'm about to show you, she gets a little bit snippy in one of her comments back to someone, which I couldn't believe, because then down below she wanted to say that she stood with this survivor of SA, even though this person of SA doesn't agree with her. But this next person says, it couldn't be because you paid for it to say number one by deleting negative comments and ratings but kept the positive ones. We're not stupid. And Gyp writes, books make number one bestseller based on sales, not reviews. The reviews were not reflective to the actual reflection of the book due to internet trolls. Sales speak volumes. Okay, so she's trying to say that. Okay, so that comment back was a little bit of a mouthful that Gyp wrote back, but she is right about saying books make number one bestseller based on sales, not reviews. She is somewhat right with that, but her saying the reviews were not reflective to the actual reflection of the book due to internet trolls, sales speak volumes, but she hasn't sold that many copies at all yet, so I don't even know how she could claim that. But she's trying to say that internet trolls are trying to give it a bad review, hoping that it would make her quote number one bestseller book rating go down. But the thing is we showed y'all in the last video about her book reviews and influence on teens and stuff that she knows is watching her. That video I just mentioned to y'all. Y'all see in that video where I literally showed a 1-star rating, yes, but it really was someone who bought the book and then gave it a 1-star review after reading it. And they titled their review, I tried to give it a chance. So this person that gave it a 1-star review really did buy the book, read it, and actually tried to give Gyp a chance, tried to give the book a chance. But it was too much. Y'all can go back and look at that review because it was a long one. Then someone right here says, not number one. Look at your Amazon reviews. Number one books is, and Gyp replies with, number one books is not based on reviews, it's based on sales. Just FYI. So she's starting to get a little testy, y'all. And you can see the comment we left. Not trying to be mean or anything like that towards her. We were just simply being honest. It's actually only in the top 100 on Amazon. That's it. LOL. It's not a number one bestseller. Even on Amazon, it has a 2-star rating. And that's when we looked at it, yesterday. But I think it's at like a 2.4 or either 2.7 star rating now. I'm not completely sure. Or it might have been that yesterday. It might have been the 2.4 or 2.7 star rating yesterday. But still, y'all get the point that I'm making. And then she gets some more affirmations and stuff like that in the comment section on this post. So let's jump to that other one. So jumping to that other post, she wrote, I want to make readers aware of the disturbing explicit details of ABUSE within my memoir that there are many references to many forms of abuse, physical, emotional, and SA. This book may trigger some. You think? We literally said that in chapters 3 and 4. We were literally saying it. Hubby and I were saying that it if anything, this doesn't show a survivor that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It would literally be a trigger to someone who has truly been through DV or SA or ab use of any kind. But she says this book may trigger some. Okay, sorry, she's got typos and stuff in here, but she said, I would advise caution when reading my book. My hope is to encourage healing through sharing my experiences with others who find themselves in similar circumstances. Society puts many stigmas against victims of ABUSE, and this book is to show the growth towards a better life. Some things happen to us that we are shamed for, and the truth is, we are not to blame for others who have abused us. We, as survivors, are not to blame. We didn't ask to be hurt or used. We can acknowledge our past and not live in it. Move forward, and as survivors, stand together. Many blessings. Well, that's true, Dip Jip, if you were telling the truth. And I'm not saying she's not telling the truth about SA and all that, because I don't know that personally, if she really was or if she wasn't. And I'm not going to be one to say that someone was not SA'd if I don't know that for an actual fact. But a lot of people find it very hard to believe because of all the lies she has said around this. Plus, no one else has ever come forward about this. The whole thing in the book about her grown mom with her daughter there living with, Dee Dee being grown, with Gypsy and everything, living with her father, taking baths with him, and then getting out of the bathtub, and then putting Gypsy in the bathtub with him, and all. I mean, none of the other family members have ever spoke out and said anything like that's ever happened to them. And her grandfather, Claude, has even said that this absolutely didn't happen. But that's his word, this is her word, whatever. Let's look at the comment section, though. Okay, so y'all can see our comment there at the top. It had absolutely nothing to do with the book, but I was really curious, and so was hubby. So hubby was like, well, post it. So I did. Where we said, are you planning on paying all the money back that you stole from the government as an adult, since you really didn't have incompetency papers on you, and you know it? Anyway, then the next comment says, you want your daughter to read about you having sex? And she replied, Dip Jip replied, my daughter will be 18 when she reads this book. A grown woman. So thank you, ... Next. Getting an attitude. Catching attitude already, Dip Jip. With the first comment. Well, this comment was here before ours, so that's why I say with the first comment. But you already catch an attitude. Why? You're the one that literally said, oh, well, when my daughter's old enough and starts asking questions, that's when we'll sit her down with my daddy and my mom. Krusty Christie is who she's talking about. And Ken and I will sit down with her and explain to her what happened and what I had to go through and what I did and all of that, where she can understand it. Okay, she's going to have questions before she turns 18, Dip Jip. Someone points out the fact that her daughter will learn about Google long before she is 18, if she even exists. And there's a couple other comments. Then, yes, we wrote another comment under this, and then that was it from us. But we did say, you still didn't answer the question. Also, you don't think your daughter will have questions before she's 18? I roll. Guess she'll learn the truth then from others, the actual truth, since Dip Jip won't want to sit down with her daughter and tell her the actual truth of what she did. But we were talking about, you still didn't answer the question of, you want your daughter to read about your Smek's life, you know? Her only answer was, well, she'll be 18 when she reads it. Well, that don't mean she'll want to. Like, what the heck? Someone commented to Gypsy saying, you cannot guarantee that. Like, you can't guarantee that she won't read your book until she's 18. I'm sure she'll have friends if you put her in school and all that stuff after posting her all over social media, while she's still in the womb and everything, and literal 8K pictures of her, and then AI pictures of what exactly she'll look like as she grows up from a baby all the way to an older woman. But if she has friends and stuff like that in school or around her, whatever, I'm sure they will be like, what? Your mom is Gypsy Rose Blanchard? She's going to have questions. She's going to say stuff before she's 18. And like this person said, I agree. She cannot guarantee that her daughter won't be handed that book before she is 18 years old. That somebody won't show her the stuff her mom wrote down in that book before she's 18 years old. Dip cannot guarantee that. She can't. And someone writes, those who get it. And then someone says, can't wait to get a copy. And then someone says, what's the name of the book? Is it out yet? Like, really, you really don't know the name of the book or whether it's out yet or not? You really? Seriously? Anyway, the thing is this person saying those who get it, heart and all that, that's not cool, because we know people that have survived, that are close to us, that have survived, DV and SA and things like that. And they would never write the type of things that she wrote in this book as an SA survivor or a DV survivor or a survivor of any kind, of abuse of any kind. They wouldn't describe themselves as, or their southern regions as a pot of honey like Dip did. I just find that really weird. And then someone wrote, she's so lost in her lies, she makes new ones to go along. And that's true. And there's actual factual evidence out there of that she continues to just lie and lie and lie about so many different things. And the thing is she'll take one scenario and lie about it and tell it, for example, 10 different ways, and she can't keep up with all 10 of those different ways for that one scenario, so she'll just make up another lie for that same scenario. It's absolutely absurd and ridiculous. And someone says, you can't be serious. Anyway, going on, someone says, SA, question mark, question mark. And Dip replied, because of what my grandfather did to me as a child. So I know that may trigger some people. We hadn't got this far in the book yet, but apparently there's aliens in it as well. And this comment says by aliens, so I don't know what that's about, but yeah, I kind of can't wait to find out about the aliens and what that's about. The other stuff, is just ridiculous, but I really am curious. If I'm being honest, I'm curious about if she really writes about aliens in this book. Y'all, I just accidentally woke hubby up. He had been laying there for a couple minutes awake, but with his eyes closed, listening to me. But he woke up and said, well, it seems like she almost wants it to trigger people because she keeps saying that over and over again. So it's kind of true. But y'all let us know y'all's thoughts and comments and opinions and everything on all of this down below in the comment section. And like always, we'll be in the comments conversating with y'all as well. And then the last few comments, someone says, book of make-believe. And the next person says, how is she able to profit from this? And the next person, this Shrek is not green too, says, how is healing lying? And Dip replied, how is your comment healing? ... It's not. Okay, Dip getting testy again there. Your PR team's going to get on you. They're going to make you erase your comments and everything, because you want to catch attitude with people that are just giving their opinions. I did want to show y'all this comment where somebody made a good point and said, why can't you put the trigger warning on the book? Some people might miss this post. But the thing is it's too late because the book has already been published and it's already out in bookstores, or possibly allegedly being taken off shelves of the bookstores. I don't know. We called where she had her book signing at, and we played that recording for y'all, and we have it titled on that video. If you haven't seen it, y'all can go back and watch it and listen to the recording if y'all would like to. But they told us they did have copies still left. They had over 300 and something copies still left because they were expecting like 600 people to buy tickets, and approximately 200 people bought tickets from what they told us. So yeah, they were stuck with a lot of books. But we showed you a video clip from someone who actually went in the bookstore looking for the book, and it was nowhere to be found. Now, we don't know if he went through the whole entire bookstore or not, but he did look in the signed book sections, which is where her book would possibly be since it was pre-signed. So I don't know. Hubby and I were thinking that it's probably because, like, they probably do have the book, but they probably did take it off the shelf because of all the backlash that they were getting for having her book signing there. And maybe they just keep them in the back, and if someone walks in and asks for the book, then they would like go in the back and get it or something like that. That could be a possibility. But anyway, getting back to that comment, it really is a great point that, people may miss this post and the book is already out there, Gypsy. So, yeah, I mean, glad you did at least post something about it to trigger warn people, but it's a little too late now. I mean, you're literally a day late and a dollar short when it comes to that. The last couple of comments here I wanted to show y'all, which was really important, is someone said, as an SA survivor, thank you, with 3 hearts. And Dip Jip replied, many blessings your way, heart. And then someone said, as an SA survivor, F you. Dip Jip replied, I support your regardless, with prayer hands. And then someone replied to Mama Bear, which is that comment I just read you that said F you. Yeah, that one. Someone was replying to her saying, as an SA survivor, I'm right there with you. So they're agreeing with this Mama Bear person up here. And then someone else says, same, extreme SA survivor here. I will not put myself in the same category as her. And then someone else says, I agree, Mama Bear, to Mama Bear. They're saying, I agree. Someone said, I'm a survivor of SA, and Dip Jip gave them heart hands. And that same person said, I'm writing my own story. And that's the end of those comments there on this post. But anyway, just wanted to show y'all that Dip Jip has took to social media to take up for her book kind of tanking and having low ratings, and is just now wanting to put out a trigger warning for survivors. I mean, you must know that you put something in that book that would trigger actual survivors for you to write this, in my opinion. Like, why else would you have to write a trigger warning for your book that's supposedly supposed to be for survivors, unless you wrote something in there like we went over in chapters 3 and 4, the stuff you put in there, and just that far into the book. Why would you have to put this trigger warning out there for actual real survivors, unless you know that you were writing something in there that was a lie, or that could be very triggering, the way you literally described your own self. The pot of honey and all of that, and yeah, that all that. Y'all can go back and listen to chapter 3 and 4 if you want to, in our commentary on it. We have it posted on our channel. But anyway, we hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'll let hubby go back to sleep, bless his heart. I didn't mean to wake him up. But we hope y'all enjoyed this video and found it enjoyable and informative and all of that. And we would love to hear y'all's thoughts and opinions about all of this down below. And what do y'all think about her just now putting this so-called trigger warning out now rather than putting it out beforehand? Is it because she knows what everybody's saying about the book all over social media and in all the reviews on her book? Like, what do y'all think? Let us know down below. And we greatly appreciate y'all watching. We truly appreciate all of our subscribers so very much. Thank you so much to all of you. And if you're not already, please make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos. And we would greatly appreciate it. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good night and God bless. Bye.